The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission decision last week to abandon the process of procuring biometric voter registration kits and resort to manual voter registration was met with immediate disapproval from members of the public, the cabinet, parliament and the civil society, all insisting that the manual process was prone to manipulation. This necessitated high-level deliberations between IEBC, the Executive and the Constitution Implementation Oversight Committee. It was during the 3-hour meeting at Harambee House that IEBC agreed to return to the path of electronic voter registration.
And the issue is now not if or whether we should use the electronic system of voter registration, but how and when.
It was agreed that the two principals initiate government-to-government negotiations on the procurement of the biometric voter registration kits. IEBC's attempts to award the 3.9 billion shillings tender was cancelled due to internal and external intrigues at the Commission.
It also became very murky, and we felt it is in the national interest and also in the interest of the Commission to terminate this particular exercise.
Sources in the meeting disclosed that the government would engage friendly countries such as Canada, Ghana and Uganda that are already implementing the electronic voter registration system.
There are many friendly nations that would not stand by and see Kenya go down the same road we did in 2007 because of dead voters voting, and technology is almost magical now. These deficiencies in our voters register can be cured through technology.
The Elections Act of 2011 requires that IEBC concludes the voter registration exercise and close the voter register at least 90 days before the election. With the polls scheduled for March 4th next year, the voter register should be complete by December 4th this year. IEBC had expressed concerns that it may not be able to meet that deadline if it was to start afresh the process of procuring the BVR kits and register voters electronically. However, it was resolved during the meeting that the Justice Ministry prepares and tables in Parliament an amendment bill to the Elections Act of 2011 to reduce the period of closing the voter register from 90 days to 45 days to the election date.
If and as and when it's necessary for us to amend the law, we can do it for the sake of ensuring that the electoral process and timetable is effectively discharged.
IEBC is keen on registering at least 18 million voters in the upcoming voter registration exercise that it hopes will kick off shortly after 3 by-elections in Kangema, Ndhiwa and Kajiado North, scheduled for September 17th.
This cannot be a process where somebody can start to plan a rigging. It can't happen. We are simply preparing a voters register. The voting is yet to come.
The electoral body reiterated that it had the capacity, personnel and expertise to conduct a free and fair general election. IEBC's critical mandate for now is to conduct a free, fair and transparent general election. A credible voter registration is at the heart of such an electoral process whose outcome will be respected by both the victors and the losers. Francis Gachuri, Citizen Live at 9, Nairobi.